Good morning, second grade. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Today, we are going to start looking at two different versions of the same story, kind of what we did with The Boy Who Cried Wolf. This week, we are going to read the story, The Princess and the Pea. Okay, so I created another Nearpod for this week. So if you guys did Nearpod last week and you liked it, that's awesome. It is up. If you have not tried it yet, go ahead and try it. It's super fun. And I'll give you guys a little secret. We're going to use it a lot in third grade. So I would go ahead and get on and start playing with it so you guys get used to it, okay? So what you're going to do is today you are going to read pages 5 through 15 in The Princess and the Pea. And I already posted the video. It's on the main screen for you guys to watch. And then I need you guys to complete the assignment called Beginning and then read for 30 minutes. There are no writing discussions this week, okay? So you guys only have to worry about your reading assignments. So that shouldn't be too much, okay? All right, if you have any questions, as always, you can call, text, message me on Edsby. All right, you guys know how to find me. And now I'm going to read Chapter 9, And Because of Winn-Dixie. All right, so it sounds like, remember, she just got invited to Sweetie Pie's birthday party. And now she has two whole friends, Miss Franny Block, who owns the library, right? And she's friends with Sweetie Pie, who also goes to her church, right? All right. Just about everything that happened for me that summer happened because of Winn-Dixie. For instance, without him, I would have never met Gloria Dunn. He was the one who introduced us. What happened was this. I was riding my bike home from Gertrude's Pets, and Winn-Dixie was running along beside me. We went past the Dunlap and Stevie Brewery's house, and when Dunlap and Stevie saw me, they got on their bikes and started following me. They wouldn't ride with me, they just rode behind me and whispered things that I couldn't hear. Neither one of them had hair on their heads because their mama shaved their head every week during the summer because of one time Dunlap got fleas in his hair from their cat, Sadie, and now they look like two identical bald-headed babies, even though they weren't twins. Dunlap was 10 years old, like me, and Stevie was 9, and tall for his age. I can hear you, I hollered back at them. I can hear what you're saying, but I couldn't. Winn-Dixie started to race way ahead of me. You better watch out, Dunlap hollered. That dog is headed right for the witch's house. Winn-Dixie, I called, but he kept going on faster and hopped a gate and went into the most overgrown jungle of a yard that I'd ever seen. You better go get your dog out of there, Dunlap said. That witch is going to eat that dog, Stevie said. I got off my bike and went up to the gate and hollered, Winn-Dixie, you better come out of there. But he didn't. She's probably eating him right now, Stevie said. He and Dunlap were standing beside me. She eats dogs all the time. Get lost, you bald-headed babies, I said. Hey, said Dunlap, that ain't a very nice way for a preacher's daughter to talk. He and Stevie backed up a little. I stood there and thought for a minute, and I finally decided I was more afraid of losing Winn-Dixie than I was having to deal with a dog-eating witch. So I went through the gate and into the yard. That witch is going to eat the dog for dinner and you for dessert, Stevie said. Well, we'll tell the preacher what happened to you, Dunlap shouted after me. By then, I was deep in the jungle, and there was everything growing there. There were flowers and vegetables and trees and vines. Winn-Dixie, I said. Hee, I heard. This dog sure likes to eat. I went around a really big tree all covered in moss, and there was Winn-Dixie. He was eating something right out of the witch's hand. She looked at me. This dog sure likes peanut butter, she said. You can always trust a dog that likes peanut butter. She was old with crinkly brown skin. She had a big flappy hat with flowers on it, and she didn't have any teeth. But she didn't look like a witch. She looked nice, and Winn-Dixie liked her. I could tell. I'm sorry he got in your garden, I said. You ain't got to be sorry, she said. I enjoy a little company. My name's Opal, I told her. My name's Gloria Dump, she said. Ain't that a terrible last name? Dump. My last name is Bellini, she says, and sometimes the kids at school, the kids at school back home in Watley call me lunch meat. Ha ha, Gloria Dump laughed. What about this dog? What do you call him? Winn-Dixie, I said. Winn-Dixie thumped his tail on the ground, and he tried to smile, but it was hard with his mouth all full of peanut butter. Winn-Dixie, Gloria Dump said. You mean like the grocery store? Yes, ma'am. Woo-wee, she said. That takes a strange name prize, don't it? Yes, ma'am, I said. I was just fixing myself a peanut butter sandwich. Do you want one? All right, I said. Yes, please. Go on and sit down, she said, pointing to a lawn chair with the back all busted out of it. But sit down carefully. I sat down careful, and Gloria Dump made a peanut butter sandwich on white bread. She made one for herself and put on false teeth in to eat it. When she was done, she said to me, You know my eyes ain't too good at all. I see nothing but general shape of things, so I gotta rely on my heart. Why don't you go on and tell me everything about yourself so I can see with my heart? And because Winn-Dixie was looking up at her, she was the best thing he had ever seen, and because the peanut butter sandwich had been so good, and because I've been waiting for a long time to tell some person everything about me, I did. Sounds like Opal might have herself another friend in Naomi. So we're going to keep reading when we get back tomorrow all about Opal telling Gloria Dump about her life, okay? All right, I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Bye!